TorbayHour radio show.
Certainly is just after 8 o'clock, which means it is time for the TorbayHour radio show. Get those tweeting fingers ready.
Do it.
It's time to start talking and tweeting business in Torbay and South Devon. That's what we do for, well, the next hour, really, unless we slightly overrun.
Well, yeah, or run to run. No, we never run out of things to talk about.
Wow, what a week it's been. So much going on now. Of course, last week on the show we had Simon Waugh. He was getting ready for the Festival of Learning. We're going to talk to him a little bit later and find out how things went. Very well, I understand.
By all accounts, yeah.
Yes, very well. Also, if there's something which you're preparing for, maybe you're getting ready for an event and you want to tell Torbay and South Devon, we are the forum. I like the term forum. We are the forum. Tell everyone.
Sounds very posh.
Very posh, doesn't it?
It doesn't suit us.
Well, you know, we can try and raise our game. We are the forum to tell everyone. We talk and we tweet business. So that's what we do. If it's happening in your business community, wherever you are, tell us and we can tell Torbay and South Devon. Also, of course, if you're recruiting, whether you like it or not, it is the run-up now to Christmas. We're definitely in autumn. We've got those kind of mists in the mornings. I love this time of year.
It's not bad, is it, actually?
I love it. Very, very good. But anyway, definitely in autumn, if you're recruiting for Christmas, let us know. If you've got any Christmas promotions, again, let us know and we can tell everybody else. Thanks to the Babacom Inn for their continued support. Without them, we could not be here.
Thank you.
It's time to get down to business, and as is traditional, we start with our account of the week. Something which is probably quite useful actually in the run-up, especially Christmas parties, all that kind of stuff. We're talking discos tonight, bespoke discos. Representing them even, is Sam Holloway. Good evening, Sam, you all right?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
We're very well this week, although
Excellent.
Slightly concerned about the weather, I have to say, but I believe it goes along with being autumn.
Yeah, indeed.
Now, bespoke disco. The guessing here is that you are a mobile disco.
We are indeed, yes.
Now, I'm taking again from the name, and these are just rough guesses, Sam, that you kind of specialise in doing things specifically for an individual.
Yes, we do. We take a lot of time to find out our clients' specific needs and address those and try and give them a product that fulfills their requirements a bit more than your average company can. Okay.
Now, the thing with the disco game is that, and I found this when I used to be out there doing the wedding discos and stuff like that, that people are more than happy to spend 500 quid on a cake for a wedding, but think they can spend 75 quid for a disco and get a quality product.
That's right. We have had that problem. But we tend to get a lot of clients that have had bad experiences in the past, and they come to us because we have ways of sort of reassuring them they do get a better product. Namely because we have a shop in Preston where you can actually come and see what you're getting before you actually hire us. And when people see what we do offer, they realise it's a whole level above most other companies.
I mean, that makes a huge difference, because the actual the presence on the night, the party, and I'm saying weddings because that's the way most people tend to think of a mobile disco, isn't it? There's you never know what you're going to get. Is the person going to turn up in jeans and a t-shirt? Are they going to fit with the night that you're having?
That's it, yeah. No, I mean, like I said, our shop in Manor Road, you can come in, you see us, me and my partner Jake, we're sat in our business shirts, and you see sort of, we are smart, presentable, and so is the equipment we use, and it's reliable.
Brilliant. Now, I mean, the disco game has been, it's one of those constants, isn't it? Because right back to the times of the first discos, when I was out spinning the wheels of steel, earning a living when I was 17, which is far too long ago to think about, Sam. It's changed radically now, because it went through CDs, which was a revelation from a record, but now it's all computer based.
Yeah, indeed. We tend to use Macs, mainly through personal choice, but we have specific controllers as well for specific software to get the absolute most out of it. But definitely the technology has moved on so quickly, and we try and keep up with it as best we can.
But it also makes it easier from your point of view. You're not carrying... I used to have to carry boxes and boxes of records in and out of places, say you had everything. Now your computer can carry 50,000 songs, and if you haven't got it, you just download it.
Oh yeah, indeed, and the controller that I use is the same way. I've just upgraded, and my controller is now a quarter of the size of what it used to be. So big mixers are also a thing of the past.
Oh no, you've got to have big mixer and flashing lights. What are you doing to us, Sam?
Oh no, we've just got flashing lights.
All right, so let's go back to basics. So someone decides that they want to have a party for whatever reason. It could be a wedding, it could be a christening, it could be a birthday party as well. What are the things they need to think about? Where do people go wrong?
So they don't think what they want themselves. So with a wedding, they forget to think, oh, well, the DJ could actually fit into our theme. For a more corporate event, they sort of forget to think that how is the DJ going to benefit us other than playing music? We do a lot more. We diversify, basically just try and make a living a bit more by having these extra services to really so the customer gets the most, really. It's basically just think how the DJ is going to fit into your event, not how your event will fit around the DJ, because any good DJ will be able to help you out on that.
And I guess, really, I mean, there was, in the late 90s, when people were wanting to pay 75 quid for, someone who got no experience, they never said anything. Actually, the DJ can be the sort of host and compere of the evening, can actually make the difference between it being a success or failure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, with a lot of the weddings now, we're announcing the cutting of the cake, the first dance, father and daughter dance, the last dance, announcing when the buffet's ready. So we really are the announcer and compere for the evening as well.
It always used to make me smile, actually, because I'd always start the nights off playing things for the kids. So you were doing all of the sort of McDonald's, Kentucky,
yep.
and all that kind of stuff. And it's, the buffet is ready, the buffet is being served. And then it was on to the serious stuff, the first dance.
Yeah.
And that first dance, that's a serious moment.
Oh yeah, it's the pinnacle of any wedding. It's what you're all there for. Well, obviously, after the vows are made, it is the pinnacle of the evening's entertainment. Especially
when it was mine, I can assure you. No one could quite believe what was going on there. Right, okay, so we cater for weddings. We've got the corporate events as well. Is that a kind of a growing thing? Because I'm guessing through the recession that was hard work.
It's I mean, it is growing now. I mean, you're finding more people are sort of spending out on corporate events because they're trying to bring work back in. The Bay seems to be on a bit of a boom at the minute. We seem to be on the up, and people are trying to bring work in. So corporate events is one way of people trying to do that. And
of course, you're coming up now to the Christmas party season.
Yes, and that really is corporates. Yes, lots of them.
So, how many are people already booking their Christmas parties?
Oh, indeed. Yeah, we're nearly fully booked for December on Friday and Saturday, and we're booking stuff on Thursdays and into November now.
Well, Thursdays is the new Friday night.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Right, how do people get in touch with you, Sam?
So, loads of ways. We have a telephone number, which is 01803 55 77 00. We have email, which is bespokedisco@icloud.com. We've got Facebook, we've got Instagram, we've got Twitter, and then as of October, we'll have a brand new website, which is going to be www.bespokedisco.com.
Right. Loads of ways, no excuses for not getting
no excuses,
a great evening's entertainment. Yep. Sam, thank you very much for your time. Thanks for being our account of the week this week.
Brilliant, absolute pleasure.
And we look forward to seeing you at are you kind of resident in any venue in the Bay at all?
So we are the main supplier for the Grand and the Grosvenor, and also at Bickley Mill and at Dartmouth Golf and Country Club.
Get the right venue.
Lots of D's.
You turn up at the wrong place. Sam, thank you very much. Have a fantastic Christmas season, and presumably you're going to take a couple of weeks off in January.
If we have time.
Good luck.
Thanks very much.
Featured accounts with the Works Torbay. Flexible, affordable workspace. A new way of working and doing business.
It is the TorbayHour radio show. Here we are through until 9 o'clock tonight. The evening's drawing in now. We noticed a couple of weeks ago it was sort of lights on when we left the building.
Yeah.
Now it's lights on the way.
And lights on when you get up in the morning.
Ooh, dear, oh dear. What's going on the feed tonight?
Right, okay, so got a couple of new people already tonight. So we got at DE Collins. I've written it down wrong. Sorry, I'll find out.
Your analogue iPads let you down.
My analogue iPads let me down. But he's over with Nutshell Law at the moment, so you'll just have to accept my apologies.
Right.
And also at Devon Matters, they're a new account tonight as well. So yeah, give those two a follow. I'll tell you who the other one was a minute ago. It's a bit hard to follow him at the minute. Right, at Bricks and Means Business Show, that's tomorrow, up at the Berry Head.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so get along to that one. Go and say hi to James and Sophie. We've got our stand there. They've both got stands for their individual businesses as well. So go along, say hi. It's going to be a good networking event and lots going on, I should think.
There are an increasing number of network events cropping up, which must mean that business is healthy in Torbay and South Devon.
Yeah, loads cropping up, loads and loads and loads. It's if you want to take your online social media networking offline and start meeting these people face to face, get yourself along to a breakfast meeting or something like that.
Breakfast.
Yeah, that's the main thing. You get breakfast. Right, you were asking about things for Christmas as well.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm having to talk about this already. At Fine and Dandy 12, they've got make your own cushion kits going on, so they're selling those at the moment. So if you want to personalise a few gifts and stuff like that,
I like that idea. Personalised Christmas presents, because, and also with cards, because I mean, going out the price, the average Christmas present. Someone must have done some research into this. You know, when I was young, it used to be about £7 or £8.
yeah,
something like that. Now, people routinely, they're advertising, go and buy PlayStation 4. It's only £250.
I don't spend that much on both my kids.
I think the entire Christmas, including dinner, costs around £250. That probably doesn't cost anywhere near that much. But anyway, yeah, so personal presents actually mean an awful lot more than just going out and splashing loads of cash.
Yeah, I mean, I've said to my family, you know what? Don't worry about buying me socks. I'd rather you spend rather than spend like £10 on something just to spend £10 on me, go spend £1 and buy me something that I'm actually going to use.
Yeah, socks are actually quite useful. I tell you what,
socks are actually useful.
The more socks you have, the less time there is as well. The more time between having to wash them.
A couple of other things as well. Compo_7, he's offering his new homemade pinboards. And My Take on Pretty, she's selling her glass baubles for the Christmas tree as well. So hand painted glass baubles. You know, you're saying about the personalised way of doing things. Yeah.
Do families anymore have the family Christmas decorations?
I do.
Good.
Yeah.
I like that idea as well. I mean, my dad's got Christmas lights that I think he bought probably when they first invented the light bulb. And he's now at the point where all the spare bulbs have burst. Yeah. And now they don't work. And you can't get those tiny little screw-in bulbs anymore. So he might actually have to go down the LED route. But those lights, I remember those days of getting the Christmas lights out. That was serious.
Yeah. We've got Christmas decorations that we've bought when each of the kids were born, and ones we've made, and loads. So yeah,
we like that. So personalised, decorated hand baubles.
That's the thing to do. Yeah, get them checked out.
Brilliant. Don't forget as well, if you're in a band, maybe in the run-up to Christmas you're thinking about, hang on, we need to get some more gigs, send us your material, original songs preferably, please. So send us your music and we could be playing you on the show in the forthcoming weeks. We've got a great variety of music on the show tonight, we really have. We're going to start off with a guy who's a producer from just near Exeter, I think Dawlish to be precise. Now in the run-up to the show, one of his more upbeat songs was playing, a few people tweeting saying, what is this song? I just love it. He's a man called Digital Dread. Or I'm sure that's probably not what his parents christened him. Be an interesting name, though, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah.
I christen you Digital Dread. No, maybe not.
No.
Probably called Dave. But anyway, Digital Dread UK. This is You Can Feel the Fire on the TorbayHour radio show.
You like fire and you're gonna get burned. Keep playing with my heart and see the fire. Tell me, do you wanna love? Tell me, do you wanna love?
Digital Dread UK, and You Can Feel the Fire. It's a TorbayHour radio show. I love that. All that kind of ambient, trancey, loungy music. I could listen to that all day. Well, in fact, I do sometimes. But there you go. We seem to have started something here on Twitter tonight. If you want to take part in the discussion, how much should you be spending on Christmas? Disco Junction said apparently he's shocked that I found £7 or £8 a lot of money when I was young. I don't know whether he's shocked because £7 or £8 is a lot of money, or because that's how old I am.
Probably. I think it's an age thing. You know what he's like.
Yeah, true. Children. Yeah. Anyway, so how much would people spend? How much would you spend?
I think we genuinely spend about £50 each child.
I better start saving.
Yeah. But I mean, they're 7 and 5. What more do they want?
PlayStation 4.
Yeah, but they don't. You know, if I get on a PlayStation 4, it wouldn't be for them.
No, that's very true.
Maybe I'll get him a PlayStation 4.
Maybe Daddy gets a PlayStation 4.
Daddy's just got his man cave. I don't think he'll get a PlayStation 4.
Really? You've got a man cave?
Well, I've got my shed. The shed is standing. It's not very straight, but it's standing.
So now, are you going to have an old armchair and a bottle of sherry?
There's not enough space in there. I might get a deck chair and a miniature bottle of vodka.
Oh, I've got an image in my mind now. This is going to be great. Where's Martin? He's in the shed.
He's in the shed.
Love it. Right, what's coming in?
Right, okay, so the name I couldn't remember earlier is David, I'm so sorry. It's at DE Collins 05. I couldn't read my own handwriting. I wasn't sure if it was a 5 or an S. Okay. So it's at DE Collins 05. AJ Hart 1, so that's AJAYHART 1. She's a rental agent looking for landlords in the area. So if you've got a house that you're looking for a new landlord for, then give her, or if you're a landlord and you want a new agent, give her a shout. Hunter's Brewery, if you're starting to buy stock for Christmas, things like that, and you're looking at alcohol.
They do a great brew. It's a beer, but it's kind of apple-y, so it's not a cider, but it's I think they call it Smoky Pig or something. Something pig.
Something pig. Very apt today. So they've got a new loyalty card. So if you buy 12 cases, you get the 13th free.
Right.
So I tell you what you can do, everybody. You can all buy 12 cases. Crispy Pig.
Crispy Pig.
You can all buy 12 cases of Hunter's Brewery beer and give me the Crispy Pig.
Love it.
Because I'm friends with the politician. Another new account at Hotel Torbay. So give them a follow. Hello, where am I? Right, at Parkdean, Elbury Cove is now sparkling thanks to the hashtag Beach Clean volunteers.
Great. Social media works.
I'll give them a round of applause. Yeah, guys have been down there picking up the litter and everything else like that, so well done, everyone involved in that one.
We like that. Now, talking of social media working, last week on the show, Simon Waugh was our guest, and putting on a festival of learning, which is not a school fete in any way. And I thought, rather than just sort of let it go and disappear off into the past, we should find out actually what happened at the festival of learning. Simon's on the line. Simon, good evening.
Good evening.
Now, so often we talk about things that are coming up and then they disappear. But I was really keen to follow up and find out how things went. Saturday, the weather smiled on you on Saturday. What actually happened?
Well, yes, it was a good forecast, and that was the start, really, to an awesome day. The sun shone, it brought the crowds out, it brought the mood out. The people that came and the children and how they responded to what the adults were showing them, the bricklaying skills, there was just a big queue at that, making the smoothies, it was just one long smoothie machine. But the businesses really engaged with the children. The children really engaged with the learning and what was there. It was good for the business people as well to be able to communicate between each other. It was just like one big Twitter fest, really. But it was just really putting the school in the community where it belongs, and it really showed that the businesses were there and were supporting the school, and the children just lapped it up.
Now, for anyone that was listening to the show last week, obviously they can do that again via the YouTube channel. But, I mean, this is something which is a proper passion for you, isn't it? It was about showing that the school had sort of moved on from where it was a couple of years ago to being that kind of focal point of the community for not only the children, but also for business and family as well.
Yes, I mean it's just the whole. It's like the Ofsted rating and getting it right. It's not just the teachers that can do it. It's the teachers, the children, the parents, and everyone around it, the environment. And it's the same with the school. It's the same with the community. It's the same with business. That a school can be the hub of a community, and everyone needs to work together on that. The parents, local businesses. How can we support each other? What have we got in this beautiful bay that we live in? You know, we've got one great big blue playground out there. Come and teach us what goes on the surface of it and what goes on under it, and all the other businesses that are associated with things around the bay and sports, forestry. I mean, we're on the doorstep of such beautiful countryside. Getting the kids out there, making their forest tools and having a go at bonfires. I mean, we had campfires there, we had the teepee there. Beach School Southwest were just phenomenal, let alone everyone else. We had the nurses coming from the NHS that were doing a demonstration. The children were queuing up to sort of take the guts out of the bodies and put them back in. It was just incredible to see. I mean, we had crab stock there. They were picking crabs and showing the children all the different parts of the crabs. South Devon College were just amazing. They brought along their chefs, which were just awesome, doing cookery demonstrations all afternoon. And again, another hit was the food for fun, which is what they brought along, and the children were making fish cakes and really getting their hands on food. They were being able to cook it and fry it. We had Torbay United Football Club getting the kids in and football and activities. It was just an immense day. We're just still buzzing from it now, as you can tell.
I certainly can. Now, I mean, I guess the big question, and we were kind of skirting around it last week in the studio, was whether or not you're going to do it again.
We're hoping to do it again September time next year. Obviously, we're just a little bit early on dates, but we just want everybody back to come and join us again that was there this year, and we want more. We want to go bigger. We want more businesses that can come in, more people that can show us the skill, how we can help businesses as a school. It's just to really pull everyone together, and if we can really try and recreate what we did on Saturday, we would really love to do it again.
So if someone is running a business and they think, yes, this is something I really want to get involved in, what do they need to do?
They can contact myself, Simon. I'm on Twitter. Everyone sort of knows me on Twitter.
I think everybody in the country knows you on Twitter, Simon, yes.
Yeah, contact through Twitter, and then we can, or contact TorbayHour through there. I'm sure you can give my details, pass my details on. We get a email across, or just approach the school. If you approach the school and ask for Simon War, I think people at the school know who I am as well.
I have a feeling they might do, yes. Right, well, it's really nice to know that it went well, and that it's the start of something which is going to be, well, obviously even bigger next year.
Yes.
Simon, thank you very much for your time. Well done for a fantastic weekend. Are there any, because I was searching all through Sunday online to see if there are any pictures of what was going on. What people can look?
Well, there is a lot of pictures coming through now on Twitter. I have to admit, I've slowed up a bit on Twitter over the last few days, but believe me, the pictures will be coming through. There's been an amazing amount of pictures. We also hit the Herald and Express. There's pictures on the Herald and Express website of us with Keedy cutting the ribbon, and also the Lord Mayor planting the time capsule. Toby Buckland coming along and opening the garden as well. So there is a lot of pictures doing the circuit at the minute, but we will absolutely make sure that all the pictures are on there. Hopefully having a video made of the day, many pictures to come. You know, we're not going to let the trail go cold on this. there's so many leads that we want to chase up and really push it to the limit and support everyone we can in every way we can.
Brilliant. Simon, we look forward to welcoming you back next year when we can talk about what's going on in 2016. And I can't believe we're talking about 2016 already, but very well done, and we look forward to next year.
I can't wait. Thanks ever so much.
The TorbayHour radio show, brought to you by the Babacombe Inn Christmas Party Nights.
Yeah, Christmas party nights already. It's coming up to 8:30. If you want to get in touch with the show tonight, you can do that. The dead simple way of doing it is...
#TorbayHour.
And already doing that tonight, we've got...
Loads of people. So, we have got Torbay TDA. If you're interested in working with the at GGN 2016, the Global Geopark, there's a presentation on the 29th of September at Kent's Cavern, so get along to that one. At Bert and Boy spelled as in the thing that floats in the sea, BOUY. They've got a new store with Devon Art and homeware in there. So I saw them. They look very, very nice. At Hewitt Hire, they've got a win a 2-night hotel and car hire competition running at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So just, I think it's tweet your what is it? Tweet your ideal #Great Weekend choice to enter.
It would be a hotel with a free car to get there. There you go.
Yeah. Perfect. You win.
Simon has, by the way, been tweeting. Simon Wall's been tweeting the photographs of what was going on at White Rock on Saturday. The weather really was glorious, and loads and loads of people there. Great.
They definitely lucked out on the weather. Definitely.
Certainly. Sarah Reddy has been tweeting as well. She's sending us pictures of spas and pregnancy massages. That's the Ilsington Hotel. I've yet to go and sample their cream teas. Actually, I need to go and do that. Very nice looking pool down. I'm not sure if it's a kind of refurb or what, but it looks glorious.
I don't know. While we're talking pregnancies and stuff like that, can I just say congratulations to my little brother who came a dad today?
Oh, congratulations.
For the very first time. And Edward Christopher. So, very well done, Jay. You got the name wrong. It's not called Martin, but who am I to judge?
Yeah. Moving very swiftly on. If there's something which you want to promote, get in touch. #TorbayHour. We can tell Torbay and South Devon, the business community. I mean, we need to tell our friends. We need to tell our friends about the show so that we can get everybody listening.
Yes, please.
So your homework, team, this week is when you've finished, write it out. No, don't write it out 100 times. Just tell your friends to make sure they're listening next week. No excuses. It's so easy via the TuneIn Radio app. All you need to do is just listen or look out for Music Mill FM. Bung it on your favourites. Next week it'll appear in the list and away you go.
And if everyone just got one more listener, if everyone just brought one more person along next week, and then you got a mention on the radio, you're automatically reaching twice as many people.
It's fantastic. So it's a great way forward because I mean this is free. People don't believe it, and it's incredible when you ring people up sometimes and say, "Do you want to have a free radio advert?" And they're like, "Nah, that's right."
What's the catch?
What's the catch? There is no catch. This is a great way to tell everybody what you're up to. It's as easy as that. Time for another song. So if you're in a band, this is a great way of getting some first ever radio airplay. This lot are called Light the Lamp. It's This Painted House on the TorbayHour radio show.
Smile and 3 days short of what was mine. What did you say when I came down? It's too late now. Don't speak out loud. This painted house, this under love. Broken frame and a white to let out of here. This painted house, this under love. This broken frame and a white to let out of here. Some wicked man left out in the cold. That's a whisper of the truly bold. I converse to the stars and the moon to let me know that I'm really alone. Out of blood for this victim here. Only with the wall. Up on the horizon, a crimson tiger waits. With this land their loneliness anticipates. This painted house, this undone love, this broken dream, this empty heart, this broken frame, and a white too late out of here. This painted house, this undone love, this broken dream, this empty heart, this broken frame, and a white too late out of here.
They're called Lights the Lamp, and that's This Painted House. They got in touch with us. If you are in a band and you want to email us some stuff, just send us an MP3, send it through to Martin during the week, and we can get you on the show next week. The only proviso is that we'd like you to live in Devon.
Yes, please.
Just a decent thing.
Local artists
Absolutely.
and things like that. Yeah.
No point. If you're Robbie Williams, forget it. No, don't. Just after 25 to 9. Now, tonight there is a social media training event taking place. No stranger to the show is Matt Pope. Good evening, Matt.
Good evening.
So you're from Nutshell Law. You've been in the studio. You've been talking legal advice with us before.
That's correct.
And tonight you are training on social media.
I am. I've got a group of 6 people with me who are basically learning what TorbayHour is all about and how to use it safely.
So how did you get involved with setting this up? Was it coming at it from a sort of legal point of view?
It was more, I did a few sessions on social media and the law and what people needed to be aware of, and it became apparent very quickly that a lot of people simply didn't really get it. They didn't know what the hashtags were or how to interact and use the Twitter and similar facilities, let alone what the risks were.
Now, the thing with social media, and in fact a lot of IT now as a whole, is it doesn't come with instructions. There is so much assumed knowledge. I mean, if you buy an iPhone, there are no instructions. When you go onto Twitter, there is no kind of, this is a getting started guide, and they just assume you know what to do.
That's correct, and when I started on it, I know I made a number of mistakes, followed things I shouldn't do, and it simply started off as giving clients some informal guidance so they didn't fall into the same traps that I had fallen into. And from that, it's grown to being a very small but informal training class.
Which is great. Now, people, as you say, fall into traps all the time. There is, particularly today, there is a load of, somewhat interesting tweets flying around about some very senior people in the country.
I imagine they might involve pigs.
Yes, they might well do. But presumably, you could get yourself into a lot of trouble.
You could get yourself into an awful lot of trouble, especially with something like that, as, all right, it's all been published by a very senior Conservative lord, but we don't know if it's true or not. People could be unwittingly repeating and making remarks that are scandalous, libelous, and otherwise defamatory. If you look at social media today, I'm sure a good proportion of what's up there is actually defamatory, and people could find themselves with legal repercussions because of it.
And the most dangerous button on social media has to be retweet, because it's just so easy. You just click it and it happens.
Exactly. You can commit what is technically a civil tort and a wrong without even thinking about it. Now, in a lot of cases, nobody's ever going to take action because of that. But if you were a big enough organisation or had enough followers and someone on your behalf clicked that retweet button, you could find yourself in all sorts of trouble, especially in this case if it was a rival political party.
And of course the other thing as well is it's when you're applying for jobs, one of the first things, and I know when people have sent stuff to me, one of the first things you start doing is looking back through their social media history, and that can give away either a political bias or a sense of humour or just a general attitude which you might not want portrayed. It
certainly can. We have a very strict social media policy because politics especially, no matter what colour you might be, no matter what your views are, there is a good chance if you tweet and nail your political colours to the mast, there's a good 60% of the public won't agree with you, even if you follow the most popular party. So there's a lot of people there you can upset, and it's just not worth the risk.
And I mean, that goes aside from personally. If you're employing someone, they might misrepresent your particular company's policy or allegiance.
Certainly, I actually had to learn how to use social media and get into it based on having to sack people for what they were posting on Facebook and Twitter, and their employers taking umbrage with it. And unfortunately, that's got more common and not less common over the 3 or 4 years that I've been using social media.
Do you think it's become more of a problem with the mobile devices rather than having to sit in front of a computer and do something far more deliberately?
The mobile devices certainly haven't helped. Probably the major difference there is alcohol can become involved. With the computers, it was very hard. But as an employer these days, you do sometimes wonder what pictures of employees might turn, especially if they happen to be youngsters, at 2 o'clock in the morning in local pubs. It's always a risk, and it's just something you have to think about, account for, and work out how you're going to react to.
OK, so you decided to start training some clients on responsible usage of social media. Have you got someone there tonight who's pretty much a Twitter virgin?
We've got David Collins with us tonight, who has sent out one tweet so far.
Ooh.
Not tonight, it was just his first Twitter tweet. And David will hopefully, by the end of TorbayHour tonight, have sent his second tweet.
Can we have a word with David?
Certainly, I'll ask him to come away from the radio so that you don't get the rather weird delay, and I'll put David on for you.
Thank you very much. I wonder how long the...
Hello, here's Dave.
Oh, hello, Dave. Well,
Hi.
Welcome to the TorbayHour radio show.
Thank you.
Now, if you're sort of fairly new to Twitter, are you tweeting on behalf of a business or just you as an individual?
On behalf of my business, it's a business planning, finance and coaching business based in Torquay.
Right. Now, what suddenly made you want to get involved in social media as part of your business activity?
Well, it's sort of slowly, and then suddenly, because I've just basically caved in to what everybody else has been saying. People like James, Matt, I had a meeting with Nicola Bidgood last week, and they all seem to be saying the same thing, so they, I guess, can't all be wrong.
I mean, I guess, really, I mean, I've only been sort of using Twitter, not aggressively, that would be the wrong word, but using Twitter quite a lot for the last sort of 12 months, I guess, really, since we started doing this show. And I don't know about you, but there really is a whole community that you, unless you're a part of it, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but unless you're a part of it, you just don't know what's going on.
Well, I do it the hard way, I guess. I do it the foot soldier way. I get out to the network events. I go around calling on trading estates. I do it face-to-face and in person. But I guess if you just take an hour out one evening a week, then I can see that it could be quite an effective way of using my time just to get some profile up and just to raise my profile, because people aren't going to Google, I need to do some business planning or I need some coaching. So, unless I'm out there and making it happen, people aren't going to find me.
Absolutely right. So, from tonight, from the session you've been and your other colleagues there, what would you say would be the single most important thing you've learned? To make some preparation before you come on, because Matt prepared a nice little article about the pub session on Friday afternoon, and he had that all prepared with the photo beforehand, so that he could just put that in, and it's useful information. It's an event that's happening, and gives you something to pick up on and say, actually, I want to know about that, and that's something of interest that I would want to go to. Okay, now, what is your Twitter name?
I don't know offhand.
Oh, right, okay.
I got set up about a year ago, did one tweet, and then thought, well, that's enough.
Well, we can tell you, actually, we've been doing some research.
Yeah. Well, David is the guy whose Twitter handle I couldn't remember earlier. So David's handle is at DECollins05.
DECollins05. That's you?
That's me. That's my birthday. Yep.
Right. Okay. Right. We will all start following you. So are you braced for your second ever tweet?
Yeah. With Matt's help, I get onto his computer and yeah, we'll do something tonight.
Right. Well, listen. Thank you very much for talking to us tonight. Best of luck with your Twitter endeavours.
Okay. Watch this space.
Fingers crossed we can swell your number of followers, and we look forward to you being on the show in the future.
That'll be good. Look forward to it too.
Brilliant. Thank you, David.
Thanks. Okay.
Good night. Right. Okay. So there we go. You see, we've extended our reach by another person.
Hooray!
We like that. Right. If you want to follow, it's DECollins05.
Yes.
DECollins05. Get following Dave. Welcome him along to the community, the online community that he wasn't even aware was there until a few minutes ago. A whole world has opened up. He'll be there like the rest of us, lying there at 2 o'clock in the morning, looking through, going, oh, yeah, look.
Why hasn't anybody favourited that one?
That's right, yes. Right, yeah. One thing for Matt, show him about scheduled posting as well.
Oh, yes.
Right, time for another song. This one from Little Lapin. It's French for rabbit, I think, but we'll stick with Little Lapin. It's the name.
Ooh la la.
It's a remix version, Silent Tears, on the TorbayHour radio show.
We forget the things we want to remember. We remember the things we want to forget. If I thought that you would understand, I wouldn't be here lying soaking away in my silent tears, in my silent tears, in my silent tears, in my silent tears, my silent tears. I'll be careful not to wake you. 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 With my silent tears, my silent tears, my silent tears, my silent tears. We have fun when we are misbehaving. The thought of getting caught keeps us going. Sometimes I get seriously sensitive, and bed becomes a river of silent tears, of silent tears, of silent tears, of silent tears, of silent tears. I'll be careful not to wake you. 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 The silent tears, silent tears, silent tears, silent tears. Be careful not to wake you. Be careful not to wake you. Be careful not to wake you.
Little Lapan and Silent Tears, the Ben Barter remix. It's the TorbayHour radio show. Welcome along if you just joined us. There's only 9 minutes of the show left. What have you been playing at?
We've been. Get on with it. Listen again.
Listen Again feature, by the way. Just pop along to YouTube and you can hear all of the back catalogue of shows.
They're all there. Every Tuesday I'm sat there in front of me laptop.
We guarantee a cure for insomnia. If you want to get in touch with the show during the week, you can either use the hashtag of TorbayHour. There's a website as well.
Yeah, torbayhour.co.uk.
And you can do it via that. So if you're putting on an event, maybe you fancy being an account of the week or coming on as a guest if you want to tell someone what you do.
Yeah, or you can get in touch with us through the website. You can get in touch with us through Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Also, if you want to write a blog post about your business and you want it featured somewhere, send it in. I'll put it on the website. It's not a problem at all.
Brilliant. At DCollins05. I tell you what, he's away now.
He's off.
Tweets flying out all over the place now. Welcome along, Dave. He's being retweeted. He's got followers growing.
Oh, done. Look what we've released on the world.
Dave, welcome along. Right, where have we got? We've got 8 minutes left.
Yes.
Now, iOS 9 suddenly appeared.
Me and you were having a chat about it in the week.
Clearly, your broadband is considerably faster than mine.
I'm Newton Abbott, that's the problem, isn't it?
There you go, that's it. Anyway, now, this is one of the things we were saying to Dave, actually, as well. There is loads and loads of things like this. Now, they get all excited, and I sat through about 3 hours of the Apple launch thing, got very excited, wondered why I haven't got an iWatch, wondered why my iPad is so small, I need a Pro.
Yeah.
Suddenly realised there was actually nothing to tell me how to use any of these new funky toys. So things like split screen on the iPad, I don't know how to do it.
No, I don't. If someone knows, let Rick know, because I don't have an iPad.
Now, we found, Martin told me tonight about the Tips app.
Yeah, so I mean, if you are struggling to use your iPhone and you're not sure how to do all the fiddly bits with it, there is a Tips app on your phone.
It gives you 6 tips.
Yeah, but then it updates weekly. I mean, before they had iOS 9, on iOS 8, there was probably about 20-odd tips on there, just letting you know how to do this, how to do that. Some of it was quite interesting. Some of it was like, yeah, really? As in, hello?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand why they don't necessarily bring out an instruction book, because everyone's iPhone is different, isn't it, effectively?
Yeah, exactly.
And I assume on the Android, although I've never actually used an Android phone.
I don't get on with Android personally, but yeah, it's exactly the same. You know, you can personalise it however you want it to be, really.
But some of the fundamentals, where do you save things to, all of that kind of stuff, it just drives me mad.
Yeah, exactly. But what I liked about this iOS update is actually, from a social media point of view, there are things you can do with it that will help you.
Really?
Yes. See, so really, if you're sat there looking at a website, you know what it's like. You look at a website or a web page, and you think, actually, I could really do with sharing that, but it's 2 o'clock in the morning and it's not going to do anything. What you can do is you can share it to your Notes app,
right?
And you can sort of make notes under that web page as well. So it's like, I saved this because it was 2 o'clock in the morning and I thought this bit of the article was interesting, and then you've got it there, and you can set yourself a reminder as well, or you can save it to your reminders. So if you're looking at something at 12 o'clock at night, being insomniac, and you think, actually, I'd love to share that, but there's no point doing it now, then it's something you can set yourself a reminder for the next morning. You can save the web page as well, and it can then you can then go, yeah, okay, I've got that to share.
I see. I wouldn't buy it on the strength of that, I have to say.
No. I mean, there are apps that do it, and there are apps that probably do it better. I mean, I use Evernote a fair bit, which is a good app for getting yourself organised. And paperwork organised and things like that.
Clearly works very well.
Yeah. Nope, not with me.
I noticed one of the tips it's thrown up here is you can actually annotate photos. Now that is quite useful.
Yeah.
Because it's quite sad, isn't it? Whenever you go into a shop now, if you're looking at furniture and things like that, I end up taking pictures of bits of carpet and then putting the phone on the floor to see what it would look like in a certain room.
Usually it's me. If I've gone into a shop on my own, I'm taking a photo of something and go, darling, do you want this?
Yeah. Why can't someone invent an app where you can take a photograph of your wall and then say, right, I want that wall that colour?
I bet there is. I bet there's an app out there that does that. If not, get on it, someone, because you'll make a mint.
Hashtag TorbayHour. And remember to tag us in because, we want our slice of the pie on that one.
Yes, please.
4 minutes away from 9 o'clock. What's happening? What's flying in?
Right, Paint and Zoo have been on. They're asking you to retweet their tweet to help a local charity. That local charity is at Whitley Wildlife. So all you need to do is hit the retweet button, and I think they can win like 32 grand or something like that. So, no-brainer.
I just thought of another app that could make a lot of difference. Why doesn't someone make it so that there's a retweet and donate button that donated 1p from each retweet? Because if you did something really massively huge and there was a retweet and donate button and it just took 1p from each account,
well,
then if you got 50 million retweets and it would just be 1p, no problems, no dramas, job done, authorised with your fingerprint.
Yeah, because you can buy things on Twitter now as well. I think.
Can you?
I think they've been trialling a buy button.
There you go.
I think they're starting to roll out. So yeah, that could work.
Retweet and donate, 1p, 50 million people doing it, make a bit of a difference.
Wow. There you go.
Hashtag write me on that one as well. Okay. I tell you what, I'm already going to order the new car.
There you go. Get it bought. Also, at Frankman Designs, they've worked on their first Christmas ad for a client today.
Oh, really?
So, what is it? It's the 21st of September, and we're getting so many Christmas things happening at the moment.
You got to plan for it. You got to plan for these things.
Especially as a business. Yeah, exactly. At Jacob_M_Hill, he's looking to do an interactive quiz for next week's Torbay Hour, so let him know your preference. If you want a word search or something like that, give him a shout. Might be a bit different. We'll keep an eye out for that one, Jacob. Congratulations to The Busy Guru. He's just been accepted into the Association of British Mentors. So that's big congratulations to him.
Definitely.
And also congratulations to @_Winfields on their new office opening up in Paignton last weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
He's expanding quickly. Oh dear, Gil's office in Timoth Road.
Yeah.
Painted very posh and white. It glows.
It glows.
It glows.
Positively glows.
So the new one will be glowing. A beacon. A beacon of chartered chartered surveying.
Yes.
In Paignton.
There you go. Alison Hernandez has been on. Join Kevin Foster's team in Tor this Friday for Macmillan Coffee Morning. So get along to them and support Macmillan and also find out what's going on with them. At Copper Hill Farm, they've got a roasting joint pack for 35 quid and it looks lush. Pork. And at Wooden Floor Care for all your wooden floor needs as well. They've been tweeting tonight too. So it's been a busy night.
Certainly has. We love it. Don't forget, if you want to hear the show all over again, you can. All you need to do is wait around 24 hours and then Martin will work his magic.
I'll get it
and the show will be uploaded onto the YouTube channel. I tell you what, my bad. We need to check out why we haven't podcast things yet.
Yeah, we're getting on it, so you can listen offline as well as online. You don't have to be tied to your computer. You can be sat on the bus.
It's a frightening thought, isn't it?
That's where I listen to all my podcasts. That's why I say on the bus.
Right, I like it. Okay. Hashtag TorbayHour. Get in touch during the week. Of course, pop along to the website as well. Oh, just to say, by the way, the Music Mill's still looking for another. We've recruited one dance teacher. We need another one.
Ooh.
So, if you know someone who is a dance teacher, get in touch with us. All the details on the website, musicmill.co.uk. We need a dance teacher. PDQ on this one, actually.
Get it sorted.
Get in touch. If you know someone, maybe they've just qualified, wants a step into the game, then all the details we can give you. Just check out the website, musicmill.co.uk, or give us a call, 01626 361 999. We'll put you in touch with the head of dance who will talk dance to you. As you can tell, I don't really understand the dance game.
Nope.
Anyone that's ever seen me dance will testify to that. That's it. We are off now. Have a great week. Do some great business. We will catch you not tomorrow night, next Monday night, 8 and 9 o'clock for another Torbay Hour. Let's do good business in Torbay.
Talking and tweeting business in Torbay and South Devon. This is the Torbay Hour Radio Show.